In the world of finance, risk is the name of the game.
Risk is not predictable. You can be the best technically, but if you don't see it coming, truth be told, any sneeze in any corner of the world will shake us. So I am on switched on mode. I am on what is happening in the world. What is Trump saying? How does it impact us? Did IMF just say something? Did World Bank, what did they say? And they are not giving who what. It's my job to make sure they think risk and risk to be there for the business.
My guest today, I've been looking for her for quite some time. She's Faith Basiye, the Group Chief Risk Officer at KCB, and she's not your typical risk boss.
Did you do your clinical?
I did.
Where?
At Milimani.
Bush. I was in Makadara. Hey, Mondays were tea for tough.
Faith has a rare and a very powerful blend of expertise, having navigated the complex worlds of law, forensic investigations, and even telecommunications. You find yourself now at crossroads and you decide, okay, I don't know if I really want to do litigation. What was that turning point into something different?
If I tell you this, you laugh. But if I don't say, I'll not sound authentic. So take up this space.
Yeah.
Dare to dare. You know, we've been talking and I'm making risk look really fun.
Cool and
easy.
fun and easy.
But they're long nights. There will be times of, how did I get into this? Was I sure? There'll be finger crossing moments.
Yeah.
So how do you balance?
I'm so sorry we couldn't have this interview outdoor. We have to be like in a room. But it's so good to have you. Welcome to the show, Faith.
Thank you, Terry.
How are you doing today?
I'm great.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so, yeah. You know, it's very strange when you hear somebody talk about you.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah.
You still haven't gotten used to it?
No, you know, when somebody says, oh, ESCC, and, you know, most of the time
Yes.
it's always, tell us who you are. So, Terry,
Yes.
really refreshing.
Yeah.
That, you teed it off.
You know, I was just
Perfectly.
reading about you, and I am so shocked and inspired at how you've been able to navigate like very different industries. And one of the things that shocked me was investigations, and we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. But right now you're the risk boss. And Faith, I want to know, when was the last time you did something very risky in your personal life?
Oh God, I didn't see that coming. So I'm being the Group Chief Risk Officer and always having, look at from my career path,
Yeah.
I'm those calculated risk takers.
Uh-huh.
So the riskiest thing I did is this, and it's very recent. I'm really not great with being in a water body and I cannot see the shore. Yeah, so being a risk chief, you have to calculate your risk,
Yes.
know how you're managing it. So I always say, okay,
Yeah.
if I can see the shore, I can swim to
Yeah.
shore. This life jacket thing, I'm not too sure.
Yeah.
So the riskiest thing I did, we were on holiday with my daughter in Zanzibar.
Yeah.
And then we booked this package. She was done doing the booking.
Yeah.
So then she got us a boat that was going deep into the ocean to a certain island. Oh my God, Terry. I cannot even tell you. If you see the pictures, I'm the only one with a life jacket. I tried to put her in a life jacket.
Yeah.
She was there. She said how she can swim. She'll take the life buoy. Me, I was in a life jacket, holding the life buoy next to me. And just with my eyes solidly shut like that.
Yeah.
I saw nothing till we got back to shore.
But you still did it.
Ask me, would I do it again?
Would you?
Never.
No?
I have to be at a distance that I can swim and also save my daughter. But I think she's a stronger swimmer than I am.
Yeah. I am not a good swimmer. So I feel like the ocean is the most, of all the elements, it's the most scary to me. Like, yes, there is fire, but the ocean and all you can see is water. I feel like
more
it's
water
so scary.
and no land.
Yeah.
And that's the thing. And now the thing is this, I'd promised her
Yeah.
a holiday. I promised my daughter a cruise. That one, I'm not seeing it happening. I hope she'll be too busy when she looks at this podcast. I hope she'll be too busy so that she'll skip that part. I'm not seeing myself doing that
Yeah.
cruise because what? No. I'm that person who watches everything that goes wrong on a cruise ship. They call Nini the air crashes, where planes are crashing and wondering, okay, how can this risk be mitigated? So I also don't like flying, but I love being in great destinations.
That's so interesting, especially the fact that you're a risk boss, Faith. Anyway, let's talk about your very extensive career. Take me back to the day you decided, I'm going to law school.
So, our days in uni, okay, growing up, what did I want to do? I just think, okay, first and foremost, growing up, I was the deputy parent. I'm the firstborn. Oh. So it was those. And again, I don't think my parents put pressure. I put pressure on myself.
Yeah.
So at some point I thought, I can go to med school. Because at that time, the things that were influencing our career choices at that time was more television. So there were all these doctors who looked nice. Then at that time, when I started to think of my career, because I went to Catholic Parochial School in Nairobi, but then Standard 7 and 8, and most of now when my career forming years were in Kisumu. Then I went to the General Hospital. Now it's Ramogi. I said, no, I didn't like the scrubs. Because the scrubs in the movies were like your jacket, burgundy.
Yes.
It was really nice, and all these stethoscopes.
Yes.
I actually owned a stethoscope in uni.
Really?
Just to remind me that career that, my dream, yeah. So I wanted to be a doctor. Then at some point I wanted to be an architect. I started then just appreciating the beauty of buildings. And I wanted to be an architect. And I had 7 years in uni. I don't know how many years. I decided I want to go to uni very quickly and start earning a living. Yeah. So that then, then I got called to study law.
Yeah.
And I think I was the first person in my village to go study law. Okay, I know I have cousins who are lawyers, but they didn't come from my village.
Yeah.
I'm talking about the village. See, the village is where you can walk from one corner to the other.
Yes.
So to my cousins, I can't walk to another corner.
Yeah.
But so...
Everybody must have been so proud.
Yes, especially my cousin who was studying law was 1 year ahead of me.
Yes.
But I decided, no, I have to find my fame.
Yes.
And say, no, if you cannot walk, you guys are outside my walking distance. So I was the first one in my village.
Yeah.
Yes.
So you find yourself in Parklands?
I find myself in Parklands.
Yeah.
Before Paki, Loreto Limuru. The best time of my life.
That was my dream school. I never made it.
Wow.
Yeah.
You missed a lot.
Yeah.
I can put you in an alumni so that you can just participate now. So Loreto was really, really... I actually discovered my athletic prowess from Catholic Parochial. I'm a serious athlete, guys. I mean, if it was today, I'd be there with Omanyala, running 100 meters, 200. I'd be the one killing those records. So, I was an athlete.
Yeah, I
from
hear
Catholic
you were 100
Parochial.
meters queen.
Yes,
Yeah.
I was the 100 meters queen and the 200 meters queen.
Wow.
Participated all the way to the national school, to the national meets, all the way from Catholic Parochial into Loreto. I ended up being a house captain, and for a house captain, you have to be great in sports and academics. So then I found I have played volleyball in high school, hockey. I don't know why. Of course, basketball was my main game, and I was the basketball captain for the longest. And we played all the way to nationals, but we didn't win any nationals because at nationals we were meeting Mukumu girls.
Yeah.
It felt like we were playing rugby at that time. And again, defending, I just hit, poop, us guys and our bush.
Yeah. Bougie.
Bougie.
Yeah,
we've eaten rice. And then we're eating a lot of rice in school, as opposed to eating a lot of ugali.
Yes.
So you can just know.
Yeah.
We were not really fed for athletics. But for sprinting, I love the relays. I love the 100 meters. So then that's my love for outdoors. So this now I can say my headmistress can now hear this. Yeah. All the nuns in Loreto can hear this. So I just used to play hockey and volleyball because the seasons were different, and I just really needed to be outdoors. I just didn't want to be in school. So for the only way you'd be on that bus is even if you're hockey team 2, at least you trained with them. Yes. Then you'd go. Yeah. And then I was an actress also.
Really?
Amboseli House, my house, was used to call it, the best house is called the Cock House.
Yeah.
So we were the Cock House. We brought in so for you to be a Cock House, you had to bring in points from athletics, sports and academics, and acting, drama. Mm-hmm. So we were the number one, undisputed all the 4 years. Yeah. And then I really hope they're still number one. So
Pressure.
we still go back, to the students and mentor them. So then I was an actress.
Wow.
From high school.
Mm-hmm. Then what can't you do?
Swim in the ocean. Jump off skydiving. Those things you do, guys doing, is it called Kereta Forest? Mm-hmm. That zip lining.
No.
Never me.
You're
not
afraid
me.
of heights.
Not me.
Yeah.
I just want to know, I take a risk that I can mitigate.
Yeah.
I want to be in control. Yeah.
I was about to say it's a control thing.
It's a control thing, yeah.
No, that's fantastic to hear.
And then in campus, many people don't know this. Now, this will betray my age. And no one here, I'm looking around, all the producers, all the cameramen, and to you, Terry, you did watch this program. Actually, we had a production called Burden of Proof. We're acting as our side hustle when you're in campus.
Yes.
Yeah, so we used to come up with thematic scripts, so just as a way of educating guys. So it was like Buj Vioja Mahakamani kind of thing. So it was law students, we write the script, then we were actually being produced by Mwaita Kiseu, who was producing Vioja Mahakamani also.
Wow.
So Sundays we used to spend our time
acting
at KBC. Yeah, just shooting a script. We wrote the scripts ourselves, we co-produced with Mwaita Kiseu. Yeah.
Do you know what's going through my mind? Because I have walked the corridors of Parklands and I know just how taxing that degree is. I couldn't do anything else when I was in Paki. My head was just like, I need to pass. I need to pass. And the fact that you are doing so many things just speaks into just how multi-passionate and talented you are. Because it's not easy. Parklands was jurisprudence, contract law. Yeah, I had a really hard time.
Landlo.
Yeah.
Landlo.
Yeah.
I think there you have lock.
Yes.
And I decided Landlo is hard.
Yeah.
Yeah, I struggled through Landlo.
Yeah.
All the way into practice. In fact, my first major practice mistake was in the conveyancing space. That's why I went through the litigation side completely.
Yeah. Let's talk about that. How did you get into litigation?
Yeah, so of course, we have to do pupillage. Okay, first we had to do clinicals. Did you do your clinicals?
I did.
Where?
At Milimani.
Bush. I was in Makadara. Hey, Mondays were tea for tough.
Yes.
All the drunkards.
Yes.
The
ladies.
What was they used to say? Kurandaranda Nania.
Yes.
There was something I couldn't even find it.
I know what
an
you
English
mean.
version of it. So all these guys were randarandering sijui kwa nia ya kufanya uhalifu. As in, when I think about, I was actually born in Eastlands, and when I think about it, then so I'll fast forward back. So when now I kept on thinking of how Eastlands is like the Bronx in New York, where everyone is toughened. And so that's where, actually, I'm such an Eastlands girl. How did I end up doing my clinicals in Makadara? I must have decided, okay, it was near home. I think.
Calculated risk.
Calculated risk, it was near home. I didn't even, coming to Milimani, that one would be 2 buses, man.
Yeah.
I'd have then had to forfeit lunch or something. Yeah, so that was my first. Then I just decided, criminal law is not what I've been watching on telly.
Yeah, it's not Suits. It's not,
Yeah,
Boston
picket fences,
legal.
Boston legal. No,
Yes.
no. So then, so I get into Archer and Wilcock for my pupillage.
Right.
And during the interview, actually I was interviewed by Jackie Chan Mohammed. She was the partner in Archer and Wilcock. So I guess, so you meet all the partners. And the late Ransley, he was the conveyancing guy. So Jackie Chan Mohammed, I looked, I interviewed. They decided my profile is for litigation.
Oh.
Yeah, because my challenge is what's my career anchor? I love exciting stuff, by the way. I like stuff that challenges me.
Yeah.
Conveyancing, I think, when were those templates developed?
A long time ago.
Yeah,
and we keep using them over and over again.
just
It's
change
the
the
same
name.
transfer files,
Yes.
just change.
You just
and you
change.
hope and pray no one is playing dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, the clauses are the same, they are 7.
Yes.
You just change the name, the address.
Yes.
That is it. I mean, the conveyancing factor, I mean, if it's under whichever law, you know, if it's a leasehold or freehold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's how I ended up in litigation, albeit short-lived.
Did you enjoy it?
I did enjoy it. And one thing I really give props to Jackie Chan Mohammed was that she let me practice all the way. I was in litigation after pupillage and getting admitted. I was in litigation in Achanduka for like 2 years, but I'd gone to the apex court of then, the Court of Appeal.
Yeah.
Yeah, but in between I'd worked for moonlighting. So I told you I'm a child of 2 cities, Nairobi and Kisumu. Yes. So I used to go to Kisumu. My dad was a civil servant. So first got transferred to Kisumu, we all moved. My mom, a teacher, she gets her way into Kisumu, then my dad gets transferred back to Nairobi.
Oh.
So I have to be with both parents
Yes.
during university. So when I'm in school, I'm my dad's daughter. Holidays, I was my mom's daughter.
Yeah.
So that's when I used to go moonlight for PLO Lumumba. That's where I got and he was my lecturer.
That's great.
And I guess that's where I learned confidence from. Yes. You know, everyone finds me a very confident person, but at times I used to doubt myself. And PLO was very instrumental in building that confidence. Professor Gidhu Mwigai also in campus. You know, did Prof teach you Gidhu?
No,
Oh, you
unfortunately. I had
because
I
he
came
told
in a
us
bit late.
he told us what to earn as a living is that being able to articulate
Yourself.
ourselves
Yes.
in a way that the client cannot. Because why should you be paid if the client then
Can
can
speak
go to
for
court?
themselves, yes.
Yes. So that's where my confidence comes from.
I love that. Wow. Okay, so you find yourself now at crossroads and you decide, okay, I don't know if I really want to do litigation. What was that turning point into something different?
If I tell you this, you laugh. But if I don't say, I'll not sound authentic. So what happens is, so I'm in litigation. It's not all that. It's not Boston Legal. It's not all that. Yeah. And but I'd also practice at Siganga and advocate in Kisumu. And so all of these, Siganga, advocate Kisumu, PLO's farm, I've done pupillage. I've now been admitted. I'm at Touch and Wilcock. I go for a law conference and I meet lawyers from Nigeria. And so, you know, when you're asking, so all Kenyan lawyers were either litigating or conveying. Yeah. Then these guys are investigators at the Rwanda Tribunal in Arusha. And we're like, aye? So they say, you know, Kenyans, you guys have the luxury of all just practicing law because you're not many. Them, they were saying a law degree is a very basic degree. You then have to decide what to do with it. And that was then the time. So then that opened up my headspace. The day actually anti-corruption advertised, it's one of those Nigerian lawyers. So because they were in Arusha, they used to come into Nairobi on Friday, you know, to do their shopping in Nairobi and just hang out in Nairobi. So it's actually one of my Nigerian friends is the one who actually told me this advert is out. I applied. I was the only lady. You know, there's this thing of that you don't know who your competition is.
Yes.
I could see everyone. I was the only lady.
Yeah.
And now this will betray my age. We used to print our CVs from a cyber. Okay. We didn't have laptops and the luxury of computers.
We have done that as well. That was not too long ago.
Yeah. So I thought maybe when I was at the cyber, I printed my, sex. I put male. Maybe I forgot to put female and put male. So I looked again. I said I'm female. So I said, okay, yeah. I guess these guys, just because there were no female investigators at ESCC at that time. In the investigations directorate, there were female officers, but they were more in reporting, intelligence, but field. And at that time, my mentor was Her Ladyship, Justice Margaret Mwigai. Yeah. Prof. Gidhu's wife, and she was working at ESCC also. So she's the one who told me. So, and I remember very well. When my Nigerian friends told me, Faith, this is a challenge for you. And then I met her and she told me, yes, by all means, come and do it. She was leading crime reading. But she told me, Faith, you'll be bored in crime reading. Field investigations is your thing.
Wow. You know what's interesting is the fact that I think at every turning point, there's a woman who held your hand.
Yes.
There's a woman who held your hand.
Throughout.
Yeah.
Throughout.
Yeah.
My strongest mentors are women, but also I have very strong male mentors. Actually, when I structure, I say my management committee is female, my board is male. You know, the male is really big picture, and so find how you'll implement it, and just come back. This corporate thing, cycle back. I have to use it.
Back.
Yeah, cycle back. Yeah, cycle back on ABCD.
Yes.
Yeah, so that was the space that really, really helped me grow into the person that I am.
Yeah.
And I don't take it for granted. And I am that woman who gave me her shoulder for others. So I'm always, my shoulders have people, I'm pulling others up, I'm raising others, I'm clapping for others, I'm adjusting others' crowns, because all these women did that for me.
Yeah, and it's really important for women to do that for each other.
Yeah.
Because most of the times, especially in the corporate space, you hear about women being their own worst enemies, but now that I'm listening to a lot of testimonials, it's sort of the opposite.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm finding a lot of women supporting. And I feel like these stories need to be told because there's already a very bad stereotype.
Yeah.
But when you hear a woman like you talk about another woman held, and I'm doing the same, holding space for another woman, that's very encouraging. So you've worked at TACC, KPMG, Safaricom.
Acha and Wilcock Advocates.
Yes,
imagine.
not forgetting. And now KCB. So I'm looking at this and it's across law, governance, telcos, and banking. But I feel like there is something that ties all this together.
What ties all this together is, as I told you, my career anchor is around challenge and excitement. So it was emerging. Risk management was emerging. Forensics was emerging. And I really thank God I was on the first wave, you know. Actually, you did ask me what my dream was.
What was your dream?
I wanted to work for the FBI. You know those movies?
Makes sense.
I'm telling you, those movies. Wow. Yes. I mean, I always tell younger people and who are in government, I tell them the government is your best trainer. They invest in you. Because who can give you today 6 months training?
Nobody.
You're abroad, and every time there's a refresher, you're on it. So I really wanted to be in the FBI. So that again maybe really determined my path.
Yeah.
So then when KCB opened up, you know the typical, I was young, and everyone kept on saying, no, KCB is an old bank, you won't fit in, and then, it's full of politics. And I'm wondering, what is this politics everyone talks about? You know, because I'd never experienced the politics at Safaricom, never experienced politics at TACC. You just do your work and have fun. So then I applied to KCB, and at that time, technology was emerging, and that was now the talk. You know, technology risks are emerging, frauds being committed on technology. So it was now not, at that time in the banking sector, the shift was moving from check fraud to technology. And I think I just got in at the right time.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Now you were appointed Group Chief Risk Officer last year.
Yeah.
And
I've survived 1 year.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
I know it's been, navigating new territory, setting up new systems. What would you say has been the steepest learning curve in your new role?
Yes, I was doing forensics, but I sat on the National Task Force for AML, anti-money laundering and counterterrorism. So there are times your role can limit you, but there's nothing that stops you from putting up your hand.
Yes.
In being able, so I sat on a lot of industry. I chaired the KBA fraud and security subcommittee. I sat on the AML task force. I did. I contributed to the drafting of the data protection laws, the drafting of the cybersecurity laws. Actually, drafting is one of my. You know that thing you feel.
You enjoy it.
Yes, actually, I'll write a book when I settle down.
Yeah.
I keep. Sometimes I can write a lot on social media, on my profile, but I owe it to a lot of people to really put together a book. So I enjoy legislative drafting, even the ethics and anti-corruption laws. I wrote, I was part of the team that wrote even the public officers' code of conduct. And there was even a training manual, and we used to train. Those in the field investigation at TSCC, I was also a trainer on ethics for government agencies. So I used to go to Egerton, and I feel like I'm Professor Faith. Yeah, so and I've visited like all the prisons and police stations in Kenya, training the officers on corruption and preventive measures. Yeah, so I get into my day one. I'm there, so I've been given this letter. Then it hits me. Oh my God. It felt like a River Jordan moment. You know, I'll never go back. You know, once you've gone. And then I look at Paul, our CEO, and he has this serious look on his face. And you know, Paul doesn't get really serious a lot. And then I just say, oh my God, I'm scared. You know, it came out. I didn't even think about it. I'm that person who verbalizes my feeling. And I said, I'm scared. And Paul said, good, you have to be. Yes, I was scared because this was a totally different shift. Risk is not predictable. You can be the best technically, but if you don't see it coming, you can go in the books of history for the wrongest. So you can never, ever put your brains away. You know,
you can't switch off.
You can't. Ati today, you know, we have this thing, uko mode gani. KCB, you've seen our new app and everything, uko mode gani.
I've seen
it. I cannot be niko mode off. Yeah. I am on switched on mode. I am on what is happening in the world, what is Trump saying, how does it impact us? Did IMF just say something? Did World Bank, what did they say? They are not giving who what? What is up? Who is under house arrest in South Sudan? What is happening in DRC, Eastern Congo? Oh my God, you know. So that is risk. So information, being on top of your game. In fact, I laugh. I tell people, you know, I don't even have time to watch local news because that I'll get it in the WhatsApp groups. But I'm on CNN, Al Jazeera, you know what is happening. Because truth be told, any sneeze in any corner of the world will shake us.
Affect you, yes.
Yeah.
So again, congratulations for surviving 1 year.
Thank you.
8 countries.
Yeah.
8 countries, across 8 countries.
And we're growing.
Yeah. And you know, most people think that risk leaders are the ones who block things. Like you said, you're probably not management's favorite because a lot of people think, you know. But also I'm thinking innovation, it needs the bold yeses. So how do you balance between mitigating risk and also being an innovative leader?
Yeah, so I'll quote around the perception. I think the best understanding of risk, we got it from our group director, technology, Dennis. So he's the one who says to him, risk is like when you enter a car, you see the brake. Because you see, you cannot start driving if your brakes are not there. You know, imagine you come in and it's just the accelerator. Would you drive?
No.
Yeah, so to me, that is the apt definition of risk. We do not block business. We are not a roadblock. What we do is we enable business. Remember, it's also a risk not to take opportunities that present themselves. So our job is to enable business. So we are partners. We'll partner with the business. We're telling the business, okay, you can keep lending, but when you start breaching this appetite, how then do we do it? We also set sector limits. You know, we cannot just then go lend the road construction. Or, you know, we can't do that thing of the quail quail eggs, you know that thing. Everyone rushes to the quail eggs. Yes. Today, I can see young guys here. Today, guys, nowadays this technology and this studio and everything is run by Gen Zs, very young people. So today we cannot just be saying ati forex ndio everything, So even in banking, you can now not say ati right now construction is booming. We are in, we lend. No, we set an appetite across our businesses. Yeah. It does not matter if you're seeing everyone is building across Nairobi. I've seen vibrancy in Mombasa, but we have to tame the business limits. We can't just say because you're in Mombasa that you're going to fish. We are in DRC that you're going to only lend to mining concessions. No, you have to balance your lending.
Yeah. There's a joke that goes around when it comes to KCB that you guys have a loan for everything.
Yes, of course. And that which emerges today, we will work through it. Yeah. We are that bank. We want to be that bank for everyone. Mm-hmm. Financial inclusion is big for us. Yeah. And to us, we're enabling that. So through our MSME products, the women one, we have the Flame. Where we are giving women loans. And I know before you even ask this, women are very good at repaying loans. In the Flame product, we do not have a default.
That's interesting because everybody who's been coming has been telling me the same.
Yes.
And this is completely new information to me. Do you know why?
It's just natural, women. Mm-hmm. When a woman takes a loan, she's not going for sherehe sheria. Is that what people say? Sherehe sheria. The youth sijui nini anasa za Nairobi mchezo wa town. No, a woman is taking that loan to build a business, to build her home. Women, even today, women, we care about our reputation a lot. Mwanaume is just, the man just looks there.
It's called even, the male audacity.
Yes. I do want to say it because my male colleagues might murder me, So, men are more dishonest.
Yes.
Men take more risks. Yeah. So they take their loan, put it in a risky project, and take the risk of not repaying. Oh. So them is just risk.
Yes.
But the women, they take the loan. Even before they take the loan, they have sought advice, there's clarity, and we hold these Flame sessions across all the regions, just educating women and telling them about the loans and understanding their businesses. And it's even when you curated the Flame, it was based on some data, statistical data. And that's why women, you'll see they're more receptive of the loan and also repaying.
Yeah.
Because you see, like a woman, if she defaults, will she hamper her children? Will she run away from her children? Will she? And then you see some of the women, and that really excites me, are very young ladies. Actually, one of the Flame, the most impactful one to me, the one that my colleagues will have different fields around that, was in Voi. And I remember when I was going to Voi, I was using the train. And in this train, there were these young Gen Zs, dancing away, enjoying life. And I'm thinking, okay, is there a party in Costo?
Where
are they going? So me, I'm there. No, me, I'm there. Hi to the girls, they're there. Oh, we like your hairstyle. And at least Gen Zs can approve my hairstyle.
Yes.
We keep it up. So then I tell them, so I'm reading, and at some point, then I drift off. Then I tell them, hey, guys, tukifika, just to have that convo going, tukifika Voi, guys, wake me up, because you guys are awake kabisa.
Yes.
And they say, no worries, even as guys, we are destination Voi. And then at that time, they're not looking serious, So, and again, so they were just, so I think, I'm still thinking there must be a party in Voi. So I ask my colleagues when they pick me, is there a party in Voi? And there's no party in Voi. So I go in the evening, and all these ladies at the Flame Forum.
No.
Yes. And I was truly hyper impressed. As the men are doing forex, our girls are doing side hustles.
Yes.
So these are ladies from Voi Voi town, there's mining. Construction is booming. So there was a big conference that was going to be hosted in Voi. So some of them were setting up Airbnbs. Others were in business. So they have hired people. So they've hired the older women who are in Voi to sell their products at the market. They had these boutique shops. So that's where they were coming. Some were even influencers, but running business on the ground. You know this thing of not putting your eggs in one basket? The ladies are great at that. So such a person who already has stuff going would not risk it all by taking a loan and defaulting and getting listed at a credit reference bureau. No.
And I guess having the flame events also helps de-risk the business, because you're also teaching them about you're giving them financial literacy lessons. They're getting to learn how to keep their books, which I think is fantastic. That you do that apart from just, okay, here's some money, go start your business. The fact that you also have these events that teach women how to run a business, that's fantastic. I'm sure that one is like, oh yeah, at least.
As you cannot tarry, then that I'm not wearing my risk hat at that stage. I'm wearing a business hat. Because once you reach the C-suite, it's not about expertise in your own area. You're a decision maker, a deliverer of the strategy of the entire group. So it's not that I'll say, Mimi, I've managed my risk, guys. Kesho, baadaye, you guys of business, sijui mtafanya nini. No. You're there, you also have to be you're part of that business. You have to understand that business. Actually, even to manage risk, I have to understand the business even deeper than the owners of the business. So we do not stop business. We enable them. We partner with them.
And there's something that I still want you to go back to. How do you balance that institutional safety and saying yes to innovation? Because like you said, so many things are coming up every single day. So, but you also need to protect the institution. So how do you get that balance?
So we've baked into our processes risk assessments from the get-go. So we do not come in. So before, the traditional risk was let the business come up with their stuff, then it comes to risk, then you say, you guys are dreamers, and you say no. How, where were you? So us guys are there from the innovation stage. So we are in an agile environment at the moment. So we are delivering innovation through tribes, scrums, and just in an agile way. So in every conversation, I have my information risk team, data protection team, the forensics team. If it touches on any issue of compliance, I have my compliance lead there, AML and counterterrorism manager there. If it touches on, so that's AML, compliance, if it's anything to do with credit, lending risk is at the forefront. It's even before credit, for any product, even for foundation, like the grants we get, we have to build the models to lend. So we are not sitting at the back or away from the business. And that brings me to the lines of defense. Traditionally, guys used to really think risk and audit are the last line of defense. But in an ideal governance situation, so the business is the first line of defense, risk is the second line of defense, and audit the third line of defense. So audit does not sit in. But to us, we sit in to give our expertise, but we should be able to also be able to call out the business. There are some innovations, just like Silicon Valley. You innovate like 100 and only 10 go out. So even in the bank, it's there. There's the desire to do this, there's this innovation. But when we sit in it, we look at it. When we give a risk assessment, and give to the business and have the conversation with the business, they also then agree at it. Hey, okay, great idea, but the risks are too many. And you see, my role is just to ensure that the business knows their risks and put in place mitigation. So if the business knows these are risks, so one of the risks in lending, basic, is default. So should we not lend? No. What is our mitigation? maybe securities,
Yes.
Guarantors, let's take the check-off systems. I mean, we lend to doctors and nurses. It's a risk.
Yeah.
Will they default? They do sometimes. Even that one where, that product looks like very risk-free.
Yeah.
But there's always innovation around it. So how do you help the business? By telling them, look out for this. So even if it's a check-off, the fact that Terry says she's a doctor. No, you have to go establish that she's a doctor. Let the HR of the institution write to us. Let us see her payslip. Can she support this? Is she in breach? Do we receive fake payslips? Of course we do. Yeah. So how do we then verify that?
Yeah.
So it's every day. You see, when the business wakes up, they're out to hunt. They're not thinking risk a lot. So it's my job to make sure they think risk and risk to be there for the business.
Yeah.
And I like using this joke where when you leave your baby with your husband, how the games the husband will be, throwing the baby in the air, catching. So he's managing the risk. So even if you go as a mother and you start telling, I do, what are you doing? He tells you, but I have strong hands.
Yeah.
So that's how he's mitigated the risk of the fall.
Yeah.
So as a mother, okay.
Don't you trust me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So we believe our business has the muscle to manage risk.
Let's talk about tech and how tech is just disrupting everything, even just how we think about risk. So what are some of the tools or innovations that you're excited about when it comes to tech and risk?
And let me tell you, to me, tech is such an enabler. You can imagine if there was no technology, the days of my dad going to the bank, it was a ceremony. Wear your suit, carry the last slip. I operate in a paperless environment.
Yeah.
I do not have any paper around me. So you can imagine my dad had this folder with all the last banking. So my balance was this. Yes. This is my new balance. In fact, Postbank was the best, which had a book. my dad banked with KCB. Yeah. For the longest. That was my first touch point with KCB.
Yes.
So you can imagine those 2 slips of paper. Tell me how. I do not know how I'd be a GCRO in an environment that is not technologically enabled. Yeah. Because tech is so... The core banking system, I'm able to pull data from here, use AI, machine learning, put all these things together, throws out an exception. Then I look very bright. I'm telling the business. Guys, and in fact, what we do, so what one of my teams does, so it's just to secure the customers' deposits and everything. Yeah. So every day we run scripts and we have systems that give us exceptions. Like if anybody accessed an account before opening hours, a member of staff, what were they doing? By 10 o'clock, their manager is asking them, what were you doing on this? So what technology has done is it has made risk management extremely easy. You see, even like our rave. Goja nikupange. The nikupange, our mobile bank app. Yes. So, for us to even develop that app, technology had to drive it, and it's revolutionary. Do you know you can open your own account just by taking your photo? Just look for a nice background. white background. Yes. And Gen Zs, they love that thing.
Which is great. Yes. I don't understand why in this day and age we have to go to a branch.
No, just take your photo, upload your documents. Yes. We're a connected world. We can verify your ID through the registration portal. The background KYC will do it very easily. Yes, seamless. Because what we realize, the youth simply do not want to be my dad. No. They don't want to carry a folder into the bank looking at their balances. I know my dad still does that thing. He does not have an ATM card. Do you know? So, but the youth are different. Yeah. But to them, it's an experience. I think that was their whole life. So why disrupt it? Yeah. But technology is quite enabling and disruptive. Yes. So those who didn't roll with, like I was born before computers for sure, but now we have technology natives. Yeah. So you have to
adopt to what
Yes,
they
and
know.
again, give them an environment to thrive.
Yes.
So they're enjoying working with us. So
Yeah.
we are a multi-generational organization,
You are.
technology disrupting, and in a positive way, both positive and negative. So as technology builds, goes into new frontiers, even us guys in risk management. So we are very automated, by the way. Our AML checks, automated. Fraud risk, automated. Data protection, automated. Lending credit risk, automated. I mean, look at the massive data we are dealing with. Yeah, so everything is automated. So right now, what we're now doing from a risk perspective, integration now. So we are at that stage of where we've had a lot of automation around the specific areas. So now, to me, my big delivery, then I'll say I've changed the world,
Yes.
is the integration. So that once we've integrated everything, it also makes work for audit easy. Even our audit is automated, by the way. So even credit is automated. Everything is literally automated.
Yeah.
I mean, if you do not, so right now, it's not those with degrees in IT
Yeah.
that are making it. It's those with the knowledge.
It's true.
In fact, I was laughing when I was talking to my daughter and telling her she's entering a very interesting space because she's studying aerospace engineering. So I told her, you know what the future
First
is?
of all, congratulations.
Thank you. Thank you.
As a mom, I'm sure you must be very proud of your daughter.
Hey, I'm even scared.
Yeah.
I'm looking, that brain power
Yeah.
for the future. So then I come to, where's the future? The future is for those who can use technology in
That's
space. In space. We're already using technology. I mean, I know my head of information risk likes scaring us. So he keeps sending us all these things on robots and stuff. Then I'm like, hey, I'm still a bit... There are areas, not skeptical, there are areas I'll not automate. Like now, I have a robot for a house manager.
No.
What if the software fails and maybe this robot's dream is to be a kung fu fighter? Can you imagine you're fighting a robot?
Yes.
You know, that's not even a naturally.
That's when you draw the line.
You know.
I'll automate everything.
You're asking the robot, why is my ugali hard? The robot slaps you, pop. So automation is good,
Yes.
but we cannot automate everything.
No.
So now you can see why I'm a risk manager.
Yes.
I can
There's
take
no
some
place-
risks, but at a robot, because there's a car, I'm still psyching to enter.
Yeah.
The driverless car.
Oh, yeah.
That one, guys.
Hata mimi hapo.
Hey.
Like, let's fast a few years. Let's give it a few years.
So it's good.
Yes.
There are people who are taking it up very fast, but then again, the things you'll not be able to deliver
automate. It's true.
without automation.
I want us to move into something and switch the gears a little bit into something that you absolutely love, sports. And I was listening to something that you're saying that your love for sports came from your dad.
Yes.
Please tell me about it.
So this is my typical child. I'm a firstborn. I have other siblings. So we were 7, we're now 6. Yeah, now 8. You know, Louis Amen. So after my mom passed on, my dad, remarried, and we have then another sibling. So actually, total we were 8. Then one, my immediate follower, twins, one passed on. So my mom, you know, those days our parents were very young. Actually, I look and say, my God, if I was in my 20s, what raising a child was I going to be doing? So our parents were raising us in their 20s. So they were also just trying.
They didn't know.
Yeah, so my dad was a civil servant, Impala Rugby. So our typical Saturdays, my mom was in college most of the time because she was a teacher. So she was always in Thogoto, I think school holidays, weekends. She's trying to do those schemes of work, those planning. And I'm really hoping technology has helped them. My mom used to write, the ruler drawing schemes of work. So I really hope they've automated and the technology. There's some software that helps teachers with all that. So, literally, so Saturday we were a very sporty family. So we used to be taken for swimming at the YMCA. And then whether it was cold or hot, as guys, there was no July in our family. We were swimming,
Outside.
school swimming and swimming weekends.
Yeah.
Then, of course, my dad would go to Impala Club. He didn't play for the first team. But, he'll make you think he was a star, Pombaya sana, as in, you'd think he even played for Kenya, but he was there. Kwanza, me, I used to tell him, at some time I told him, Dad, I think you are in the training squad, but he played a bit. Those days were the second team, the subs.
Yeah.
That time rugby was not that serious, by the way. So that is how my life was. And then we get into Sunday, we go to church, and this was even now the funniest. The family, the kids were Catholics. My dad is a Quaker. Protestant, Catholic parochial. You had to be a Catholic and you had better chances. So I'm a first generation Catholic. I was the first one in my family to be a Catholic. So Sunday, my dad would actually take us to our church. Then we go to his church. then we go for Gor versus AFC. Me, I think Gor versus AFC used to play every Sunday, I think. Because I don't know why were we at football every Sunday. That's my recollection. So there was a lot of football on Sunday and a lot of rugby on Saturday. Yeah. So my family then now so my bros, one played football, my late bro played basketball like me, and then one of my bros rugby. So most of the guys fell on the football side. So my sister and I rugby, and one brother, then the others are football people. As in, you should see them. We are great Sukuti dancers, by the way. Yeah, that's why I think we can dance Sukuti, because Sundays we must have been little kids jigging after a win.
Yes.
Yeah. Then come to uni. So Machine was the team, and many people don't know this. There was a Machine Babes team, and do you know who started it? The pioneers of Machine Babes is Supreme Court Judge Lady Justice Njoki Ndung'u. But there was no uptake. So I come into UON and we have Machine Babes. Training day. So I tried. I said, I'll do... Basketball was my thing. Yes. So even I used to go to Pakis. Yes, guys was staying in Stella Winch. I used to have my basketball. Yeah. I mean, that was a gift from my dad as I went to uni. Imagine, a basketball.
He's such an intentional dad.
I don't know if... Did he give me pens? And where did I get them? I think I went and bought for myself in that book shop. But me, I had a basketball. So I used to have my own basketball. Wow. Personalized with my name. Yeah. So given by my dad. Bush. So we're just a girl from East Lands trying. So we used to then, in the evening, so then the machine guys are there telling us, there's a Machine Babe, so you guys try. And you see at that time, of course, you are young, looking at all these Misulis and saying, hey, if Machine Babes will put me on the same bus, why not? Do you know how you make a try? Yeah. Do you know? No. Terry, I will take you for rugby when chicks are playing. Please. You have to fall down at some point. First time you come, say, make a try. You're being tackled, you're falling. I said, rugby is the only game where the people who play rugby are the only people, before people say, hey, before shower gel, tulikuwa wote tunaka ish. Yeah. Rugby is where, when you retire, my daughter actually wanted to play rugby and I refused totally. Yeah. A cut here, a cut, sijui injury, grass burn. But my love for rugby grew and grew. We're those chicks of Fladdies. Yeah, tenor side. Yeah, we're there. We never missed tenor side. Yes. I was telling guys, I don't know when I ever missed some of the 7 circuits. Wow. For my whole life, I've been doing them. So university was, so we used to travel on the same bus. Yeah. With the mean machine, Missouli guys. Of course, our first loves were in that space. Absolutely, rugby, yes. So we did a lot just around cheer. So we're the cheering squad for Machine and they were cheering squad. But the Machine Babes rugby thing, I just think it refused. He just refused. So I played. I actually captained Dynamites, the UN team. Swam a bit for the uni. Even participated in interbanks, but I was not a banker. So those days, we used to be called Mamlukis. That's how we call them now. Those days, I don't even know what we are being called. So there was no way of the banks. Nowadays, it's very strict. Interbanks are going on. Yeah. So you have to be an employee for you to participate. So I had a relative who worked in Central Bank, and she played for them. So she used to bring us. So as guys of so if you ask me any integrity issue, that was it. That was it. We played. And at that time, I didn't think, did I know it was restricted? Was it restricted? It didn't matter. I was just playing into the passion. And you can imagine that we were beating KCB, we were beating Barclays, we by the way, Central Bank. Yeah. We dominated, and I've never worked for the regulator. But I played many years, basketball. Yeah.
And right now you're doing something as well.
Yeah, so at Interbanks also, I played a lot at Interbanks, but at time Riches Bana, we're recruiting younger generations. Yes. When you fall, you're taking a bit too long to get back to the office. Even when you fall, you're lying down fast.
You know what Agenzi told me the other day? I was trying to help her prop something up, and she said, because I needed to step on the chair, and she looked at me, she's like, no, you can't do it. I said, why? She said, because if you fall, it would take longer for you to heal.
Yeah.
And she said this in front of everybody, and guys were like, what? Yeah.
May I say it myself?
You said it yourself.
I remember when I fell, guys were laughing at me. I told them laugh, because even I used to laugh at people. Yeah. So now, and wait, so they're trying to put me up. Yeah. I made a stupid move. You know the way you're sitting on a chair, you're swinging, you're trying to do something, off the chair I fell. I'm thanking God. That's the only reason I didn't get a bad injury. If I fell from where? Yes. Hey, I'd be telling you, can we do this interview in my house? So, and I told them, just wait. I have to feel every bone. Okay.
Everybody's
yeah, you have to feel the legs, they're okay, everything. So I'm not paralyzed. So you wake up.
Yeah. But quick one, because I know when you talk about mentorship and the fact that you do a lot of mentoring, there's always that question of how do I go about, approaching you, like sort of to be a mentor. What is the right way?
Let me tell you, Terry. Gen Zs have a right way. No. They will find me on LinkedIn, they'll be on Facebook. Yes. I'll be at a rugby pitch. They will come. Yeah. So there'll be those who'll be wanting help, but the help they're looking for. Let me tell you, we are living at the time when every day is a war. As guys, our days were very organized, structured, thinking, how can I approach her to be my mentor? Those days it used to be you let your mentor look out and say, hey, maybe I should mentor you. Those days it was the mentor approaching. Right now the mentees are approaching, and they keep you on your toes. They are curious, they are restless. And so I just try to then structure it, because, yes, I have this big bucket delivery around managing risk across the group, but then again I have this mentorship. It's a calling to me. I have this mentorship calling. Then I still have the social part of giving back to society, doing all this uplifting stuff, and just making life a bit more decent for people. So you really, without structure, and I still have this, I need to go for rugby, I need to watch, I'm an Arsenal fan. I need to go for WRC, Petronas, Lewis number 44, I need to do all that. I'm a Mercedes. So now I'm stuck, eh?
So you Mercedes or are you now Ferrari?
I'm all over.
Yeah.
So guys were asking me, are you moving? I said, hey, my Mercedes jacket was kind of expensive. So I'm still, I'll still write, it's written number 44 because it's about Lewis.
Yeah.
But then I looked, okay, for Ferrari, the cap is cheaper. So Ferrari cap.
It's a very hard time for us.
Yeah, it's a very hard time for us. Yeah. So just being able to do that.
Yes.
So, and I find all these other things really balance me. We've been talking and I'm making risk look really fun,
cool and
easy.
Fun and easy.
But they're long nights. There will be long nights. There will be times of, how did I get into this? Was I sure? There'll be pushbacks. There'll be, oh my God moments. There'll be finger crossing moments.
Yeah.
So how do you balance?
Yeah.
And to me, I look at life in 4 spheres. One, how do you keep growing your intellect? Really, really important.
Yeah.
Spirituality is big to me. If you look at my social media, at least every Sunday I'll be posting. People tell me I remind them of what the reading of the day is. So I will try to go to Mass wherever I am. So I've gone to many churches, many. Actually, when people ask me what's one of your hobbies, I like museums, history, but also like churches. There's a different feel and architecture around the various churches.
Yeah.
So spirituality is big. I've spoken about my Catholic faith, and I'm very, as in, even the congregants know where I sit.
Yeah.
As in, I love my St. Austin's Church.
Yes.
I do some stuff with the youth, and then I really love being part of that community. So I leave many churches along the way, like 4 to reach my church. Originally Don Bosco, of course, Catholic Parochial Holy Family. I find it too big.
Yeah.
We have a very good Jumuiya at the office, of which I'm a very active member. So that spirituality is really key for me because I've grown in that and I've seen the goodness of God. Yeah, I really believe in the goodness of God, and I believe that God is ever present in our lives. And that's what I've instilled in my daughter, and I'm a godmother to many. Wow. Yeah, so that's intellect, spirituality, then around just being physical, well-being. That's why Karura, 6 a.m. People think I'm a serious athlete. Niseme ama niwaambie ama nisiwaambie. I just believe you have to be in motion. Yeah. So this year I've done the Safaricom CEO race. I've done Lewa. I've done Mama Ibado. Yeah. Next Saturday, Tegemeola Bank in Interbanks. Guys, watch this space. No, I'm not that. Of course, my running days, actually, especially, I think I crowned them off when my daughter did not. When they're young, they want you to be at their sports days. Then when they become teenagers, they don't. And so when my daughter decided she didn't want me, I hung my running boots. But yeah, I always try. So do a walk, just be in motion, it really helps with your mind. I know when I talk to, sometimes we have a trainer with my sister, and when I talk to her, I say, don't push me, because mine, I just want to have a healthy, mental space, balance. I mean, I'm not a beauty pageant or a bodybuilder. Yeah, so that to me is very key. And the most important is social skills. You should be able to network. Yeah. Interact. Yes. I mean, the right social skills will open for you doors. True. And I just say, and this, it would be reminiscent if I don't mention this. I built very great relationships all the way from when I was in ACC. As lawyers and cops, we didn't like each other. We felt superior. So you can imagine I was working in essentially a cop environment. And let me tell you, if you're in forensics, if you do not have a relationship with law enforcement, my dear, you will fail. You will fail resoundingly. So some of the guys I worked with, have really grown in rank, and that really helps me with my job at the moment.
Yeah.
So even just being able to call a counterpart in a bank locally, call somebody in Stanbic, call somebody in ABSA, just around you. So because risk management is not a competitive edge.
No,
The business guys
Yes.
can compete, but to us, we align. Quickly,
Collaborating.
this is happening. How do we then just approach it? How do we deploy it? Where are you at? So we do a lot of that referencing. So that helps you with my first point of around intellect, but also social. Yeah.
Okay. I think that's a fantastic place to end it. The 4 pillars: intellect, spirituality, physical and movement, and social skills.
But Terry, I have to end it with this.
Yes.
My KCB rugby team would kill me if I do not give a shout out to them.
Yeah.
First, I'll start with KCB does not have a female team, but my daughter has a foundation. A.O. Imani Foundation is a Jazzy sponsor, is a sponsor to one of the ladies' teams, Northern Suburbs ladies. They're drawn all the way. Most of the ladies come from the informal settlements, around Ruaraka. So my daughter, and I'd not seen this because I'd go and watch our boys play, but the girls use our pitch, the KCB pitch, and she is one of their key sponsors. They came second in the circuit.
Wow.
I bow down to those girls.
Congratulations.
There are times the youngest player in that team was even younger than my daughter. We had a girl who was 14 who was playing in the team, but now she's in school. So what rugby does for the community around there, it at least gives the girls a sense of belonging, and also at least female teenage pregnancy. So that's one thing talk about around the girls in the informal settlement. So really that I really must give it to my daughter. She saw the need and supported. She does a lot of that foundation fundraising herself and supports not just, hers is about just, so she does a lot of work with the children's homes, like my birthday. We were both born in March, so we'll have to have an activity around just visiting a children's home or an elderly home, just to, just give a little comfort. I know it's not much, but haba na haba ujaza kibaba. Then KCB rugby. First, I'll speak from a global perspective. We have 2 teams in rugby. Many people don't know that. KCB Uganda, I'm from group, so KCB Uganda, Cobs, are doing very well in the 7th. Them, they are, I think, 2 or 3 legs away to the end. So great growth there and really cheering them on. And then as we sit here, so I hope by the time this podcast goes out, they'll have had at least a podium finish. But they've been doing well, mixed, but great improvement. KCB rugby 7th team. I think everybody in every media, after a drought of no caps. That's what everyone kept on saying. Finally, guys, like resoundingly, we have won historic. We are the only club that has won 5 overalls as KCB. We are tied at 4 with my dad's Impala. One of my bros actually supports Cabras, but we are very democratic in my family. He was really he was there over the weekend as we were beating them. So we've come 5th overall, the highest point ever. We were in every final. So great shout out to KCB 7's team and to Northern Suburbs ladies. And look forward to a great rugby season, and also just looking at our KCB Interbank swimming team, 7,000 points. The next guys were at 4,000. KCB can swim, guys. I think many people look at KCB and think we're old, what? Inside there is a great surprise. So we're really hoping again we come first. There's golf. They are trying. They keep telling us they're on podium finish. So we're hoping the remaining legs they can get up. And our swimming team is captained by a lady, and very many ladies swimming. So great stuff and exciting. Banking is not boring. Is what I'd like to tell people.
I think we have gotten that today.
Yeah, banking is not boring.
Banking is not boring.
There's a lot that goes on.
Yeah.
You have interbanks. Even we can play snooker, by the way. Even droughts.
Yes.
So it's just how you then approach it.
Yes.
So, and I keep telling people, the way our days in university were exciting. You can still replicate that.
Yeah.
And just having a captain like Paul Russo, who's very relaxed,
Yes.
easy, laid back, pass an idea to him. He
It will
takes
be
it.
done.
Yeah. And he's very keen on the rounded person. To Paul, actually, his biggest thing he always says, that person who's there. So it's not about Faith and her models and her risk management.
Yeah.
It's Faith, the mother,
Yes.
Faith, what are you doing for yourself, the balance. So we have the golfers, then we have us guys of rugby, football. We also have a football team. We have a ladies volleyball team. We have a mixed chess team. The youngest chess player for KCB is a girl who's being mentored.
Yeah.
And KCB is a really great environment because it provides you with mentors.
Now I feel like I want to work for KCB.
Please come. Hey, you have a current practice certificate. Dust.
Oh, yeah?
You know
I
what?
dust it.
A requirement is you have to be in good standing with your professional body.
Yes.
We do not want you to have been deregistered. That's a risk we cannot afford.
Wow, Faith, thank you. I do not have my practicing certificate, but thank you so much for coming onto this podcast. You have been such a delight. I'm going to say one word, and just say one word that comes to mind when you hear that. Okay? Risk.
Resilience.
Power.
Measured.
Doubt.
Overcome.
Faith.
Believe.
Legacy.
Ensure.
Oh my gosh, that's fantastic. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Terry.
Yeah.
It's really been great. And I cannot sign off without calling you my learned friend.
Thank you. People don't take me seriously.